Hey guys, just wanted to check in with you. Been wanting to talk to you because there's probably a lot of questions of stuff that's going on. I'm still in the hospital, supposed to be able to leave today. It's the plan. Um, it just sucks. So, what was it? Thursday night, I went to sleep and woke up with a really bad headache. So, Chris, um, good to see you guys, man. I feel bad not giving you guys more updates. Um, so I had a mini stroke on Thursday night. I woke up, my arm was dead. I literally had my arm like this. Couldn't move it, couldn't do anything with it. And so after I had that, then my face, I was talking to Kelsey, my face just drops. And I'm trying to talk to her. And I couldn't say words. I just had my whole face drop. I started speaking and like my brain knew what I wanted to say, but it just wouldn't come out. It couldn't come out. I physically could not get myself to talk. So then the ambulance was called and they called and they came in and they started talking to me and they were talking to me, but I couldn't respond. I physically didn't know what I was gonna say. I couldn't like get my words out of my brain and into my mouth. So that was really scary. I came to the hospital, been here since Thursday or Friday morning technically. And after I yeah, you're right, my neck did hurt. So that was the point. It wasn't fun. I was telling you guys I was not having fun. So anyway, showed up, went down. Oh, Lori, you're so sweet. I appreciate you doing that. Came here and got on a bunch of meds. My head was probably the worst. I mean, 10 of 10, guys. I have a high pain tolerance. It was a 10 of 10. I've never felt that much pain in my head. It was all in the back. So my neck was hurting a few days before, as you guys know. Then my back of my head started to hurt. And then just went to sleep, woke up having basically just having a stroke. And remember trying to stand up and I couldn't push my arm down. So after my face drooped, they came and got me. They brought me here. Um, and they started, trying to do everything. I've had MRIs, CAT scans, another MRI, spinal tap, every medicine you could possibly think of was on there, and it was just crazy. So there's something on my head. I hate to use the word mass, but there's some type of mass right here at the top of my head. They think it was meningitis, and then they figured out it was viral meningitis. So they started giving me antibiotics and stuff like that just to subside it. Because if it was, then at least they got a head start on it. After they gave me that, I started, just staying here in pain. Um, I've had every IV you can think of, and then I just had another MRI to make sure that the mass is going down. It's an unidentified object, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. So, but I just kept seeing you guys commenting. I feel bad. I've been trying to sleep as much as possible, just haven't slept. I'm uncomfortable. It was really scary. I was more scared for Kelsey. Thank you, Cheryl. Um, I just wanted you guys to know we are a real community and a real family. So to have so much love and support and prayers, it just means the world to me. And I'm finally feeling my best right now, um, or whatever it's called. So some kind of Kelsey asked what mass. They just described it as this big, huge thing right here. So if it's not a mass, I don't know what you call it, but it's something that's right here on the top of my head. Um, so yeah, so I've been okay in the last couple of days, trying to sleep, trying to get as much rest as possible, and just trying to feel better, trying to get out of here. The doctors have been amazing. They've been incredible. Like they've worked so hard. I've seen so many specialists. I've had so many people come up to me. Um, there's still fear that I could just literally have another stroke. Like, you just don't know what caused it. What they're looking on this MRI for is to see if it's actually going down with the antibiotics, because if it is, um, frick is it called? I just said it. If it is meningitis, then the antibiotics will kill it, so it won't be in my head anymore. But I just felt like really bad that I haven't been talking to you guys. We're supposed to do our live on Friday. I know you guys want me to rest and feel better, and I really do appreciate that. I appreciate the love, the prayers, the support. I just really want you guys to know, like, it means a lot. I feel it from here. It's insane that we have such a beautiful community, and I never ever want to go down, but with that happening so suddenly and so much, um, just thank you guys for the love and support. I know Kelsey has been holding down the fort. She's been trying to do everything she can to do everything on the back end, and I've just been here. So, but the love, the support that you guys give means a lot, and I just wanted you to know that I am okay. The plan is for me to go home possibly after the MRI results. So I don't know if that's going to happen. You guys know how it goes. Not everything works in the timing that everybody thinks it will. But just wanted you guys to know I'm okay. I'm feeling okay right now. I just have a headache from hell. It's hard to get over. It hurts even with medicine right now. Um, People have been loving me, taking care of me. You guys have been doing loving and taking care of me and my family. So it's been really great to have that. So thank you guys for that. We're supposed to have our fun live on Friday. I don't remember when it was, but I guess another big thing for me is, just try to be positive as you can. You can't change what happens. You can't fix it. You can't make yourself feel better. You can't stop a stroke or anything that happens, but it is a wake up call for me. Just try harder to take care of myself. There's nothing I could have done about this, but it just makes you wake up in a lot of ways. What if I would have just been gone and my family would have just been here with nothing prepped for them, anything of that nature? Been really hard, you know what I mean? So just know that, you know, just be positive, be thankful, you know. If you're going through something, reach out to our community so we can love you and support you. Um, you know, just know we're here. We're a group. We all go through things. You can't you can't change anything, man. You can't stop this. You can't prep for this. And it was scary, but it's also like, okay, next move is to be better and keep going, keep trying. You guys know that the sentencing is this week. Got a lot of stuff I'm supposed to do this week, but I if I have to rest, I have to rest. I think the one thing I would really try to do is at least go to the sentencing and say my piece for my family and then leave. But we'll see how that goes. So I'll have to keep you guys up to date. Just weird not seeing you guys, on Friday, but hope you're doing okay. Hope your health is okay. And just know that you matter and you're important. And we got your back if you go through anything hard like this. We got your back. Kayla says, please let the community support you. You need to accept help so you can recover as much as possible for the next 3 months. My stroke made me realize what's important. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Kayla. That's a very good point. Yeah. There is something called too much going. I'm not really good at resting. I'm not really the type person to take time to just do whatever. I usually like to be busy. So even if we're not, streaming or whatever, I'll be working in our house, doing something. Every once in a while, I'm playing video games. So it's just one of those things. Like, you have to learn how to rest, how to take care of yourself, how to breathe, how to do everything you're supposed to do in this life. Um, it's just, sometimes you just got to put everything away. It's horrible timing for me in a sense. Thank you, Dana. It's horrible timing for me just because I do want to, first of all, finish what we were doing. But I guess number one thing I want to do is do the sentencing and just get that out of the way. That's years and years and years coming. I'd like to get it over with and be done with that. So that's something that's on my mind. But I hope you guys are doing okay. Just know that I still love you, still care about you. I feel your love in the hospital. I feel the care that you guys have We have such an amazing community. We have, you know, just such an amazing group of people who are supportive and loving. You just don't see that in the world. So thank you guys for being that. Thank you for the love and support. And Kelsey's coming in with this. She called 911 as soon as my arm dropped. So I'll tell you guys the full story. Yeah, so I woke up and I looked at Kelsey and I tried to walk. When I tried to take that first step, I wobbled and I was just like this, like I had nothing left. My arm was like this. So I stood up thinking it's asleep. I'm like, yeah, it's asleep. That's good. So I'm shaking it out, nothing. Then my face goes tingly. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no way. No way, no way. Like I can feel the drop. I'm like, I'm having a stroke. Like, no way I'm having a stroke right now. And so with that being said, I think I tried to talk to Kelsey. She was already kind of awake, and I said, Kelsey, something's really wrong. And she was looking at me, and then she said she had a feeling that I was having a stroke, and I didn't tell her that, just total godsend. And then when I went into the room, I probably looked so scary. I was in the mirror, and I had my phone like this on the light because it was dark. We didn't want to wake up Carter. So I did this to see, and I was just smiling in the dark because I had my flashlight. I was trying to see if my face was drooping. And over time, the more I smiled, the more it got harder and harder, and it started doing this. So my face starts drooping down. I could talk for a minute. I went downstairs. At that point, I'm completely disoriented. I'll show you what I typed into ChatGPT. I was trying to look it up, and I was trying to look up stroke stuff. I think I was in the middle of talking, and look what I wrote. I wrote this. You see what I said? I said, Roof. I mean, that's how messed up my brain was. So I was asking it about strokes, and then I wrote that. So, I mean, my brain was gone, toasted. Toasted. I had nothing. I couldn't think. And so I was trying to, type at the same time. And then she called 911 before I even had a chance. She called her mom, and her mom came really quickly. And then I was walking. I saw the lights from the ambulance, so I tried to walk out there with Kelsey so they could just put me in. Hey, let's go back inside. So they sit down and they're like, turn your palms. So they're like, stick your palms out. So I'm like this, and like turn your palms, and I didn't move. They said turn your palms, and then my left one would go, my right would stay. He goes both of them, both like he was just trying to help me. And then on the way in the ambulance, he was talking to me, and he'd be like asking me a question. And when I tell you, my brain was there, but I couldn't do anything about it. I was trying to talk to him, and he goes, tell me something about your family, tell me about your kids. And I literally would be like, what did you say? What did you say? Like everything he said, I was like, what are you talking? Like I would hear him and I'd go to answer and then it would just shut down. And then I had a headache that I have a high pain tolerance. It was 10 of 10. Never had a worse headache in my life. Never felt that much pain. So the signs were, just so as a warning, just so you guys can avoid this in any way, shape, or form, my neck to my traps. So all of this was sore, like really bad for a couple days, maybe 4 days, 3 days. Then after I had that, I had the headache and it was in the back. So my headache was right here in the back. And after I had that headache, it was a couple days and then I had the stroke. So those are just warning signs to you guys if you ever get it, you get a really, really, really like 10 of 10 headache, I would just go to urgent care, check on it. Don't have a stroke if you can possibly handle that, right? I mean, it's just so you guys know up front, like these are what I went through. I don't ever want you guys to go through this. Anyway, so I got here. My headache was so bad. They gave me fentanyl. They gave me a bunch of stuff mixed together. It wouldn't go away. They gave me morphine upstairs. It wouldn't go away. I was like, dude, I don't know what to do. Like, and it's the type of headache to make you cry. Like you're in so much pain, you're gonna cry. Like I couldn't escape my head, and I was gonna throw up. And then they gave me the medicine, and I ended up throwing up anyway, because the medicine's strong. And after I had took all the medicine, they moved me upstairs, and then they gave me they're white pills that are like painkillers that have caffeine in them, like a little bit of caffeine. And by that point, my arm were back, but I was just like my head was hurting so bad, my face was numb, my arm was numb. So they brought me up. and then I think I spent some time recovering in that room upstairs, and then they pulled me in to get an MRI, CAT scan, dyed both of them so that way they could see my veins. Uh, what else? I had my spinal tap today, which is not as bad as you'd think. At least for what I had, I thought it was gonna be horrible. Spinal tap was not that bad. It was actually they took they numbed it really well, so I did not have pain. And then they're trying to figure out what's on my head. So from the spinal tap, they decided that I had a tiny little bit of meningitis, but not viral, not bacterial. So I had viral meningitis, which is just getting sick, and then it's just on top of my head, like I said, in the back. So they're being extra cautious. They took me for another MRI, and I've I was just waiting. So we're waiting to see what happens. Hopefully, really just is the viral meningitis. It's not anything worse. With viral meningitis, you can cure it. Basically, you can use antibiotics and basically kill it. So they've been putting me on antibiotics from the beginning. And then at one point, somebody came in, and all these people came in, and they were all wearing gloves and masks, and they like quarantined my room. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening right now? So that's where we're at, though. That's where we are currently. Yes, it is contagious if you get meningitis. But bacterial meningitis is a like bacteria in your brain or in your brainstem. It's way more fatal and scary. Um, where what I have is viral, but obviously I had a really, really, really big problem with that, right? Like mine reacted horribly. And yes, I do have blood clots in my family. That's the scary part. I had to tell them that I have a family history of the men on my side, the men on my family side having blood clot issues. And so that's even more scary. Um, and I told them everything. So they're really taking care of me here. They've been really making sure that I'm safe. They, put everything into me so far. They've taken care of me beautifully, and just hopefully it's nothing worse. That's why they took that second MRI. They don't know what the thing is in my head. They don't know what it is. So that's what's worrisome. You have to wait and wait and wait. That's just how it works. But it's been what, 3 days, I guess, almost. And so I'm just waiting to leave the hospital. You guys can see my room. I'm in here. I'm just waiting. My body's tired, emotional, all over the place, just tired, just feel exhausted. Yeah, I'm hydrating, I'm eating. It took me days. Today's the first day I really ate and drank water like normal. I've had an IV this whole time. And it's just what it is, man. So I just want to keep you guys up to date. I didn't want you guys to be worrying anymore. I wanted you to hear my voice. Mimi's of 4 sentencing is this Friday. So it's very, very quick. That's why I feel like I'm just kind of frustrated in a sense of like, I just want to get that done. I don't want to have that hanging over me anymore. I also don't want to miss it. So I'm giving a statement. So just a lot of thoughts. But I'm just going to take some breathers and do what I can. So, but I just wanted you guys to have an update. I appreciate you. I love you. I'll be back with you soon. We'll talk. We'll have a fun live. We'll do all the stuff we talked about. So just wanted you to know. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for praying for our family. Thank you for just everything, man. I can never put into context how grateful I am for this community. And thank you guys for rallying and support and love for our family and caring so much about my kids, my wife, everything. So thank you guys. I promise I'll be back with you soon. If I come home, we'll probably do a live, talk a little bit more, and just do what we need to do. So thank you guys. Love you. Appreciate you.